Good afternoon and welcome inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne for game number 3 of the 2024 Para Hockey National Championship, as we are moments away from getting set for this matchup between Team Ontario and Team British Columbia. I'm Noah Vogel alongside Alec Murray with you. We'll be here for most of the weekend, and the past 2 games a little bit lopsided. 7-0 was the last affair as Team New Brunswick took down Quebec Development. As here we go, Clements coming away with the draw. Swafford knocked off the puck early, and the other way comes British Columbia. Puck on the near side boards. Clements cuts it off. Tamborello, cross-ice pass, just skips off the stick of Swafford. And Pellizzari in after it, will ring it around the boards only as far as Clements. Mapes, he's bumped hard by Tamborello. Clements, a chance at the dot, can't find it between her sled. And it's gonna be cleared out of the zone as Patrick Asinik picks it up for BC. A chance here now. British Columbia the other way. Trying to find the shot. Good save on goal as Gregory. Pardon me, that's Corbin Watson. And that makes the first save of the game.
Team Canada netminder Corbin Watson, he's going to be a big part of this. Team Ontario's there, he makes another save. No, he's going to be massive for this squad, and we'll go more in depth about Watson's story here throughout this game. But again, good start for the goaltender, Team Ontario.
Bags behind his own goal, going to try and break out for Team Ontario. That puck's going to skip into the neutral zone as chasing after it is LaBrosse. Bags picks that puck off Pellizzari, and he's going to cycle it back behind Topic. Swafford picks up that loose puck. He's bumped into the boards by Pellizzari. Coming in to help out is Molnar. Puck still under the sled of Swafford, and Pellizzari will go out to the point. Here's Rivert trying to get a shot on from the point, blocked in front by Bags, and now Team Ontario with a chance to break out. That pass too far in front of Topping, and he'll go off for a change. LaBrosse through the neutral zone. He's going to drop it off for Molnar, who skips past the Team Ontario defender, and that puck's going to go down. Icing waved off. Verburn in after it. Kept at the line by Colton Martin, but loses out on it. And Riley Molnar will try and clear for British Columbia. Ryan Floyd, the local native studying at Brock University. Colton Martin flips that puck in. Verburn with a chance in the slot. Can't get the shot off, blocked. And the loose puck just sitting in front, and Hillman will clear it out to the neutral zone.
This is going to be a tough first matchup for this BC team. A newer squad, a little bit undermanned squad compared to this Team Ontario. So, hey, welcome to the tournament. You get Team O right off the bat. It's not going to be easy for BC, but I've liked their pressure so far in this hockey game. They're sticking right with them. Now, whether they can keep that up, that's the next question.
That's exactly right, Alec. So far, they've been getting some offensive zone time. Now here's Martin the other way. Trying to get it on the left side. Now it flips over the top and scores! Tyven Martin slips his way through the slot, and what looks like came off a deflection hops right over the BC netminder for our first goal of the game. Team Ontario on the board.
There's a great look, and it hits that BC defender out front. No chance for the netminder, Mitchell Garrett, as that puck just flutters over top of him and into the back of the net. And again, Team O up early, and you're going to see that a lot in this tournament. They have a lot of skill up front, and that's one of the guys that you're going to have to keep an eye on in this Team Ontario. There's a big hit.
Tyven Martin, a player normally on the defensive end, is very solid, but also likes to get up in the offensive zone and gives Team Ontario the perfect start, Alec.
Looks like Braggs lost a skate blade on the ice here in the neutral zone as he has to get off. Able to work his way off the ice. There's a skate blade laying right in the neutral zone.
Swafford can't control that puck. And LaBrosse will swing that one back into his own zone. Chipped up the near side. Here's Patrick Asinik. He's bumped into the boards by Clements. Peggy Asinik in after it. She can't corral it. And now kept in at the blue line. Here's Rivard. A shot on goal, glove down. And we'll play it out to the defender, Colton Martin. He'll drop it off Tamburello. And his pass misfired. It's going to go all the way down for an icing.
Corbin Watson might be the best goaltender in this tournament. He's so comfortable, and we've seen it through his first couple of saves. Just knows what he's doing, and this guy's got a lot under his belt. As we take a look at this replay, and there's the chance, but Watson just shuts it down with the glove hand. This guy has played for Team Canada his whole life since 2010. He's been on that team. He's been part of medal teams for Team Canada. And now here hoping for another one with Team O.
And a solid start for him so far, making a couple nice saves. And off the draw, BC throws that one in front, and Watson will glove it down for a face-off.
Well, you just look at Watson compared to some of the other goaltenders, and all a skill set, but he's just so comfortable in the crease. He's so slick with it. He knows when to play the puck. And again, he's a veteran in there. He knows what he's doing. He has been playing sledge hockey since 2007. So a lot of action for Watson. And if Team Ontario wants a chance at gold here this weekend, they're going to rely heavily on their netminder.
Watson, the Kingsville, Ontario native, wearing number 39 in the Team Ontario goal. And like you said, just a veteran of the game, and it's so easy to be calm defensively when you have someone like him behind you in goal. Here's Mapes on the near side. He's going to try and drop that one off. And a giveaway in front. Here's Stopa, going to leave it for Topping, and can't get the shot off. And will fly into the corner as Hurst tries to clear the zone. Doesn't get out, and Topping will hold it in between his sled. We'll leave it off for Floyd. He's trying to center that one in front to Stopa, but it doesn't get through. Tyven Martin going to play that one into the neutral zone, and Pilazari trying to break through the defense. Bags comes across to collect that puck. He loses it. Molnar. Short angle shot, and it's going to go behind the net. Mitchell picks it up. Molnar fighting down low with Bags, and their sleds get stuck in between each other. Floyd trying to clear that puck. Stopa now with it in his zone. And a three-way battle for both teams, and this puck will come out to the first goal scorer of the game, Tyven Martin. He's going to dump that one in. Dustin Rivert will send that puck off the boards and down. Not enough for an icing as Calvert's back before the goal line. Swept up to the far side boards, picked up by Rivert. Trying to get the shot off. Harrington able to get a stick on it. LaBrosse, his shot going wide. Calvert stops it before it hits the goal. Darnley loses out on the high slot, and Harrington's going to be able to get this puck out. Here's Bags. Crunched into the near side boards. River trying to come away with it. Verburn now in the middle. We'll get it to Calvert on the far side. Some ice to move into. Calvert stops on the far hash mark, trying to play that one cross ice, and Verburn was looking the other way. Harrington overskates it, and the puck's going to be cleared by British Columbia. Fired right back in by Colton Martin. And Team Ontario will get some changes now. Able to keep that puck in the zone. British Columbia can't clear. Alec knocked off the puck. And Colton Martin will send it over to his brother, who'll go for a skate. Trying to drop that one back, and picked off on the far side boards by Hillman and cleared out of the zone by Hartley. And one thing we talked to the Team Ontario coaches about, and even the players as well, after their showcase a few weekends ago, as a chance here. Swafford, one-on-one with the goalie. He scores! The puck flipped through the neutral zone, lands in a perfect spot for Swafford. And he makes no mistake beating Garrett. 2-0 for Team Ontario.
Sam Swafford, another one of those Team Canada guys. Can't turn the puck over to him as he moves his way right in. Great look down low. Little hesitation, squeaks it under the glove hand of the netminder Garrett. And Team Ontario is out flying here in this first period, Noah. They got 2 on the board here already.
So Swafford and Tyven Martin, the 2 goal scorers for Team Ontario. And now a 2-goal cushion early in this first period. Clements knocks Patrick Asinik off the puck. He still gets a shot off, but straight on as Corbin Watson makes another save. And as I was talking about before, Team Ontario, the one thing they wanted to focus on was, players getting their workouts in. Wasn't a lot of ice time between that showcase and this tournament, and just making sure they're physically fit and strong heading into the tournament. And one thing they also focused on was making sure their line changes were clean. Coming on and off the ice is tough on those sleds, and just making sure they're clean and quick and not leaving any gaps in the game. Patrick Asinik off the draw, can't take hold of it, and Floyd's going to play this one to the near side. Bags gaining some speed into the offensive zone. Gets past one, passes Stopa on the back door, can't finish. Fans on the shot, trying to get in front to Floyd. He fans on it as well. And Mapes will try and clear that zone and plays it in front of Garrett, but will be cleared out. A good job on the far side by Brandon Hurst. Stopa's going to flip that puck back in just wide of Garrett in goal. Topping, trying to center that one in front, and Asinik will clear the zone. Fired that one well over the top of Corbin Watson. And back in the Team Ontario zone, here's Stopa. He's running to the boards by Asinik. And we'll flip that one to Topping. And a turnover from Team Ontario. Patrick Asinik trying to get a shot off. He does, blocked in front by Calvert. Floyd the other way with a lot of ice in front of him. He'll drop it off. Topping. Team Ontario humming in this first period as overskating it was Topping and loses out. And the other way is Titmarsh. He'll play catch with Asinik. And that puck had sure where it came from, but trying to get it in front was a cynic. And Tim March loses out. Martin will dump that one into the neutral zone. River stopped there by Topping. He's going to dump that one in and allow BC to get some changes. River flying in after it, can't win that puck battle behind the net. Pellizzari, a chance to center. Near side, and we'll get right in the pad of Corbin Watson, who makes another save with 3:05 left in this first period.
Watson at the Sochi Paralympic Games in 2018, Noah, and one of his long list of accolades in sledge hockey in his career with Team Canada. Second, won a silver medal with Team Canada back in 2018, and a lot of accomplishments for the goaltender. Once again, makes another nice save for Team Ontario.
That puck behind the Team Ontario goal line, and Baggs will try and escape. Flips that one into the middle. Here's Swafford. Off the sled of Clements, and will be flipped back into the Team Ontario zone, and after it is Mitchell. On the near side, Swafford weaving through a couple of BC players and push off the puck, but Tamburello comes off the boards to pick it up. Baggs collects that loose puck. Trying to get through too many defenders, and Calvert will dump that one in. Delayed offside, so Team Ontario will have to reset. Flipped into the neutral zone and swatted down by Clements. She's knocked over. Pellizzari loses out. Swafford and River on the far side boards in after it. Tamburello will get it across the blue line and go for a change. And is right out of the bench. Harrington trying to flip that one in deep off the referee on the near side, far side boards. And they're going to blow it dead as Rivard and Harrington get caught up on top of the puck with 1:30 left in this first period. Still 2-0 for Team Ontario.
And if you're BC, you like the way you came out in this hockey game, but like we said earlier on, Noah, it's going to be tough for them to keep up the Timo pace in this newer BC squad. And again, they've done an all right job here in this first period, but a couple of mishaps, and Team Ontario's really dominated this game other than a couple of shots on goal from Team BC.
So off the draw, thrown in front, and Harrington able to pick up that turnover, trying to get it over to Verburn, but can't get through all the BC bodies in front. Flip to the far side, Halleck trying to get that puck deep. Martin will hold the line for Team Ontario. That one fired in on goal and steered aside by Garrett. Harrington knocked over, trying to win that puck battle behind the net. It'll be flipped out as far as Colton Martin. Harrington trying to find Martin again at the point. He loses out. Good pressure there from Hillman. Fired in deep. A little over 30 seconds left in this first frame. Hurst going to chip it up for Hartley, who's stopped at the hash marks by Swafford. Trying to get that puck loose. Will do so, but Hillman takes it the other way. And BC possibly with one chance left before the period ends, and that's going to do it for the first period here at the Valley Health and Wellness Center, as Team Ontario come out strong off a goal from Tyven Martin and Swafford, as Team Ontario takes a 2-0 lead heading into the intermission.
Well, and for BC, you go back and you just look over all the good that came from that period. Of course, underdogs, if you want to say, in this tournament. BC, and not tasked with an easy task of seeing Team O first in their round-robin games, but they did get some offensive zone time, Noah. They had some quality shots on goal. Corbin Watson was excellent in net for Team Ontario, as we expected him to be. And for BC, just keep getting shots on goal and keep working in the offensive zone. Again, I mentioned they had an excellent start to that, and just a couple of costly mistakes down in their own zone lead Team Ontario to a couple of nice goals, and Team O leads 2-0 after the first period.
It's going to take a lot to beat Watson in goal, and so far Team Ontario with a 2-goal lead. As we head into the first intermission, we'll be back for the second period.
Ready for this. Are you ready for this? Standing in front of the enemy line, you gotta be a soldier. Your soul burns like a wildfire. This fight is not yet over.
I'd say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. You know, with live television specifically is one of those things where, you know, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, you know, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and like be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are like the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here. which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double, and BC, just like that, is within one.
Force a turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket, reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
Welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne for the continued coverage of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships. 2-0 Team Ontario leads BC after that first goal from Tyven Martin off the deflection, beats Mitchell Garrett over the top. And on the other side, we talked about him all first period. Corbin Watson, so solid in net, making a plethora of saves, just like these one on your screen, and this one from Sam Swafford to make it 2-0 around Garrett. And so far, so good for Team Ontario, dominating that first period. As we get closer to getting underway for the second period, I'm Noah Vogel, he's Alec Murray. And like we said, we'll be here all weekend for the coverage of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne. The last time this tournament was in Ontario was back in 2019 in Elmira. And what a great venue we have here at the Valley Health and Wellness Center, and all the accessibility they've done to make para hockey able to be played on this rink.
Benches were made here at the Valley Health and Wellness Center for sledge hockey, and you see the lower glass that's built in for the purpose to be able to host events like this at the Valley Health and Wellness Center. And again, they've done an excellent job of setting this up. And a cool little tidbit, Noah, too, we mentioned the brothers in the Martin brothers on Team Ontario. We actually have a brother-sister duo on Team BC here this afternoon and all weekend, I guess I should say. Back on defense, Peggy Asinik wearing number 11. The sister of number 7, the forward for BC, Patrick Asinik. So kind of a cool little story for both of these teams. Of course, we've known the Martin brothers throughout Team Ontario. Excellent sledge hockey players, but kind of cool to have two sets of siblings playing in the same game and against each other here this afternoon. And one of the very cool storylines along that comes with this great weekend of sledge hockey as we take a look at Mr. Watson in goal for Team Ontario, just about underway here for period number 2. And again, lots of kids, lots of fans in the stands here this afternoon to support Team Ontario. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, Team Ontario expected to have over 800 kids here from local schools in Port Colborne. So that should be a very fun, packed game tomorrow afternoon for this Team Ontario, Scott.
And it's not only great to have the support here inside the arena, but also everyone watching online and at home, as a shot steered aside early from Watson. Patrick Asinik trying to feed that one out in front, and Colton Martin will ring it around the near side boards. Rivert trying to hold that puck in, he can't, and a chance for Stopa the other way. The pass a little bit too far in front, but as Topping in the middle, can he find him? The shot on, and smothered by Mitchell Garrett in the BC goal.
Well, it's hard to fault Garrett on a couple of those goals in the first period, and I thought he was actually quite good in that first frame for Team BC. Again, the point shot coming from Martin hit something out front and fluttered over top of him. Not much he could have done there. And again, BC's going to ask a lot of him here in the next couple of periods to keep this game close, Noah.
Yeah, British Columbia can expect Team Ontario to continue with the high-flying pressure in this second period. As a chance here for BC. Pellizzari, great job there by Banks to steer him aside, and can't get the shot off the puck in front. Another chance, trying to go in on goal, straight on.
It's a great move.
Just able to weave his way through Pellizzari, and trying to go upstairs on Corbin Watson.
That's some silky mitts to the goal. But again, just look at Watson, Noah. Look how comfortable he is in goal. He's in the perfect position again. He absorbs that puck, and it's going to be tough to beat him. Sound like a broken record, but probably going to say that a couple more times in this weekend.
Well, we can't preach it enough. Corbin Watson, the #1 guy for Team Ontario in this tournament, and he's showing that so far. And here's Matteo Pellizzari. He's looked dangerous for Team BC so far in this game. His pass looking for Hurst was picked off by Baggs. Here's Clements. Trying to find some space in through the neutral zone, and Pellizzari will pick it up on the near side boards. Cross ice, here's Hurst.
Look out.
Calvert trying to throw in a little bit of body there, and
delayed penalty on the way here, Noah.
So out to the bench, Mitchell Garrett trying to get that extra attacker on, and we'll see the first penalty of the game. And it's going to be Team BC with the first power play as Tamburello.
It's going to be a T-boning call here at center, and that's where I said, oh boy, in the neutral zone, Noah,
A lot of bodies look dangerous.
Oh boy, he almost got absolutely wrecked right up in the neutral ice area. And those can be dangerous. You got two sleds coming full speed at each other, and the official catches it. Let's see if BC can generate something here on the man advantage.
So Osynek off the draw is going to lose it back to Harrington. And kept in at the far side boards by Hurst. He fires that one well wide. And Colton Martin on the near side hash mark is going to float that one into the middle of the zone. And Harrington does a great job to get that puck out, and Verburn helps it along the way. Turning back in his own zone is Brendan Hurst. He's going to flip that one off of Martin's sled and in, so no icing. Run around will get out, and Team Ontario has killed 45 seconds in that Tamburello penalty.
This power play struggled early on to get possession of the puck, and it's set up in the zone. And again, a very aggressive Team O penalty kill.
And they're going to call too many men on Team Ontario. Had 5 players on the ice.
Just take a look at this hit, Noah. That's the first call, and ooh, oh yeah, right.
Yeah, got him clean.
Well, you saw Swafford avoid it at first, right in to the next one coming through. That's a good call by the official, but I think Team Ontario is going to be now down to 3.
They will. I think what happened is they didn't realize that only 4 should have been out, put 5 players on the ice.
It's going to be a bench minor for Team O, and a minute of 5-on-3 action, and let's see if now BC can get set up. And it all starts with this face-off, as Patrick Osynek going to be tasked to win this draw for Team BC.
So Spencer Harrington will go off for Team Ontario to serve the too many player penalty. Shot right off the draw. Blocker to side by Watson and clear down the ice.
This is a big moment in this hockey game, Noah. BC has to get something rolling on here as the goaltender out to play that puck. They're going to have one more rush here with 40 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Lots of ice out there. How about that hit?
A little bit more physical in this second period. That one stopped up by the referee and is going to go all the way down for an icing. Pardon me, you're right. Delayed offside. So Team Ontario now just able to clear that one all the way down, and only 25 seconds left in that 5-on-3 penalty as Tamburello a couple ticks away from getting back on the ice.
Well, even with the 5-on-3, this aggressive Ontario PK is still the exact same, even with 3 out there.
So now a chance for BC to set up on the power play. Far side pass. Rivard will knock it down for Pellizzari. Shot just wide. Had bodies in front looking for the deflection on the initial shot.
Back to 5-on-4 now with under a minute to go. We got another call
delayed
coming.
Penalty. It's going to go against
Ontario again.
Team Ontario. So some penalty issues for the local province team, and they're going to get Calvert on the penalty call. So back to a 5-on-3 advantage for Team BC for another 48 seconds.
Interference is going to be the call.
As Harrington still serving that too many player minor. So we'll see Mitchell come out for the draw for Team BC.
It's a big face-off for Team BC in the zone. They get it.
And just steered aside on the shot in front by Titmarsh. On the far side boards, he's in after it.
Look at him wide open out front of that Team O goal.
Trying to find the pass in front, diving for it, and Watson's going to come out and clear that puck all the way down the zone. What looked like he was going to try and cover it. Now wastes a little bit more time and gets it out of the Team Ontario zone. 20 seconds left on that Harrington penalty.
I wonder if we have a relook at that clearing job by Watson, because that was also impressive.
On the far side, here's LaBrosse. Titmarsh will enter the zone now for Team BC. 3-on-2. Chance in front, shoots. Saved again, rebound, no chance, and fanned on it was Titmarsh, and now out of the box is Tamburello.
Corbin Watson out of his crease to challenge that right off the bat, and another nice save, and oh no, look out, almost a turnover as the goaltender.
Mitchell trying to come and play that puck, and Tamburello some good pressure. Still 50 seconds left in that Calvert penalty. As BC just really haven't been able to set up on this power play. Pellizzari spinning around in the high slot, will drop it off for a Sinek, a shot save. Rebound will be corralled by Watson. And anything thrown at him has been gobbled up so far.
Like, watch this clear, Noah. This is so impressive.
So much skill.
Look at this. He's hopped up out of his crease. He sees the lane, and he pops that puck all the way 200 feet down the length of the pad. And then coming back in right up top. And the rebound control is what's so impressive for me. He keeps that puck. Gives up very few rebounds, and if he does know, he's right on top of it immediately after. Maybe the best penalty killer, it's got to be your goaltender, and that's how this has been the last 4 minutes or so.
15 seconds left in the BC power play. Down below the goal line is Colton Martin. And it'll be rung around to the near side boards. River knocked off the puck, but will maintain it. And right out of the penalty box will come Calvert. He didn't see it. Tamburello trying to take that puck off of Hurst, who had a chance in front, who just went wide. Topping and Riverton after it on the near side. Fired on net and easily gloved by Corbin Watson with 8:35 left in this second period. So some flurry of offensive zone time for BC, gaining a little bit of momentum from those power plays. And now has turned this game around, all really due to Ontario's poor discipline in this second period.
Well, again, Timo's just got to stay out of the penalty box. Like that, what do we have, like a 5-minute stretch roughly, give or take, of nonstop penalties?
Another great save. Flashing the leather, Corbin Watson off the face-off. And like you said, just Team Ontario needing to stay out of the penalty box. And as aggressive as they've been on the PK, haven't been able to get their offensive chances like they had in the first period, just because they're down a player for well over half of this first part of the second period. And really just shooting themselves in the foot here, but maintain their 2-goal lead, no harm done off of those power play chances for BC. Stopa trying to get that puck out from the corner. It'll be Molnar throwing it up the boards to Patrick Asinik, who's stopped there by Colton Martin. And he's trying to weave his way through the linesman on in front of the Team Ontario bench, and Martin will flip that puck into the BC zone. Trying to break out with a stretch pass was Hurst, and his pass misfired. Icing waved off. Bags will ring it around to Floyd on the near side boards. Trying to exit the zone for Team Ontario. He will. But it's too strong and will go all the way down. Icing waved off as Garrett comes out to play that puck. So now a chance to break for British Columbia. With a neutral zone gaining some speed, here's Brandon Hurst. A cynic, that one goes off the front of his sled. And fighting for it between Halleck and Bags. And Bags is going to come away with it and chip that one into the neutral zone. Foot back in deep. Floyd in after it. Drop it off for Bags, and a chance for Team Ontario to break the other way. That puck's just going to squirt out past the blue line. Clements looking for Martin. A chance here now for Team BC. Here's Titmarsh. Great defensive play by Swafford to get back and stop that one. Watson trying to play that one forward. Chance Titmarsh in front. Blocked by Clements. So some turnovers in the Team Ontario zone, but defended well. Tamburello trying to get that puck out underneath the sled of Titmarsh. It will come to the near side. Rivard in after it. Will lay a hit on Tyven Martin, the first goal scorer of the game. Clements trying to break out for Team Ontario and kept in at the blue line once again for BC. Tamburello strips that puck away and will finally exit the zone. And now a race for Clements in after it, but beat to the puck. Swafford picks it up, has a chance to get it in front. He's going to circle around behind the net, looking for a teammate, and can't get it through. Tamburello going to come and help him out and get it in front. Swafford can't get the shot off. Laying down is going to swing that one all the way back to the point on the near side, and it's going to be kept in by Calvert. Clements got it stuck in her sled. Trying to find it in behind Garrett. Trying to wrap it around. Can't get the shot off. Sitting in front. Swafford couldn't get a whack at it. And Rivard will relieve some pressure and throw it into the corner. He'll ring it around as far as Calvert. Glove save, rebound in front. And BC will clear that puck down. And it's not going to go. It's going to be waved off as Colton Martin gets back inside the Team Ontario zone. And a dangerous pass through the middle. A hard hit.
Head-on collision in the Team Ontario zone.
Colton Martin going to circle back for that puck and play it just past the red line. It'll be quickly chipped back in by LaBrosse. Martin stops up, looking for Clements on the hash. So battles in the corner, and Swafford will come away with it, looking for the outlet pass, and a race for it now for Byrne. We'll get to that puck first. Not a lot of help. She's going to try and get that one on goal, and blocked to the corner by Hurst. Hurst will ring it around to the far side, kept in by Halleck at the point. Hillman fighting forward. Harrington comes to relieve that pressure. Calvert with a lot of space to shoot, just wide.
Try to pick that short side blocker and just shot that puck wide of the net.
Wired it too, had a lot of pace on it, but couldn't find the net. Calvert once again with a chance. He's going to pass this time for Byrne. The deflection and a good save. As Mitchell Garrett sits strong and is able to read that deflection in front with a little under 3 minutes left in this second frame. So after the flurry of chances for Team BC on those power plays, Team Ontario now getting the offensive zone time.
That's an excellent save out front, and you mentioned it. It's a great pass in the high slot, working in, and it's an even better deflection out front. And Mitchell Garrett able to keep that pad down on the ice, and he says no, and that's a big save for the BC netminder as he keeps this a 2-score game. And impressive for BC, a better period for them. Again, they've dominated the time of possession, partially because Team Ontario had penalty problems, but still, they've had more chances. They just haven't been able to beat Watson.
And Watson's so good and has really shut down this Team BC as Martin playing with it at the points, going to get stripped of the puck, but kept in by his brother. Tyven keeps that one in, but not for long, as British Columbia will exit the zone, but Floyd right back in for Team Ontario. Going to drop it off for Topping. He's knocked off the puck. Topping at the dot trying to get the shot off. And we'll squirt to the far side boards, and Hillman will chip that one through the neutral zone and down into the Team Ontario zone. Floyd escapes a hit, and we'll dump that one past Stopa, trying to help that one across the blue line. Topping in after it as well. Floyd now trying to get by Rivert. And finally some open ice. Stopa's going to dump that one in and allow for some changes for Team Ontario. Back behind the BC net, here's Hurst, and a deflection. Nobody in front.
Good stick by Garrett.
So Team BC will be able to clear the zone all the way down. Calvert in after it, fighting with it with Hillman. Jake Hillman trying to center it in front, looking for a Cynic, who comes in to relieve some pressure. He's got it on the near side boards, firing it in front, looking for Hillman. Doesn't connect with a little under 45 seconds now left in this second frame. That shot just wide. As Cynic behind the goal line, trying to center in front. Hillman a chance, gets it off, just off the side of the near side post. And Team Ontario now a chance to break out. Here's Tamburello. The Team Ontario captain will find the second goal scorer. Here's Sam Swafford. He's rubbed off the puck. And Tamburello will throw that one into the neutral zone. Clements knocked off her sled, and one last chance for Swafford's going to be blown dead offside at the Team BC line with 3.2 left on the game clock in this period. So Clements, as well as Hillman at the draw, will pretty much do it for this second period, as Team Ontario gives up a couple penalties and some chances on the power play for BC, but it stays at a 2-goal game. Alec, what were your thoughts on that second period?
Well, and again, I mentioned it earlier, Noah, and I thought BC had a much better bounce-back period. And we talked about how BC, a tough matchup in their first game of this tournament, coming in and having to face Team Ontario. And I thought they've done an excellent job. But again, Corbin Watson, we see him on your screen right now. He's been the star of this show here thus far in this hockey game, as he gives a little fist bump to Mitchell Garrett, who I thought has been also very good in this game. He's made a couple of big saves in that second period, and he is the reason why it's still only 2-0. The problem for BC is, can they solve Corbin Watson? Not through 2 periods of play. it's going to take a lot for them to sustain that pressure and not just find one past them, but at least two to maybe even this game back up before the end of regulation. But again, Team Ontario very good in their own zone, very aggressive on the PK, and they're very good in front of their own goaltender.
So a scoreless second period as Team Ontario leads Team British Columbia 2-0 here at the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. You know, with live television specifically is one of those things where, you know, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, you know, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and like be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are like the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had my an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me, as well as doing the college sports games. I do a lot of play-by-play for that, volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Force a turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it. What a finish. And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
afternoon and welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne for the continuation of the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championship. A scoreless second period if you're just joining us, and that's really down to number 39 in net for Team Ontario, Corbin Watson. A plethora of saves in that second and first frame. As we take a look at some of them here, just looking so confident in the Team Ontario goal and has been shutting down British Columbia in this game so far. Team Ontario still leads 2-0 after those goals from Tyven Martin and Sam Swafford in the first period. And if you're just joining us and didn't catch the games earlier today, Quebec won 5-0 this morning in their 9 a.m. game over Alberta, and New Brunswick was able to follow that up, beating Quebec Development 7-0 only an hour and a bit ago. But we're here for game number 3 and period number 3. I'm Noel Vogel alongside Alec Murray here with you and all of our crew back behind the scenes from Niagara College to bring you this live coverage here all weekend. And just a couple more tidbits before we get started for this third period. And here we go. So Clements off the draw will win it for Team Ontario as they try to hold their 2-goal lead. BC a little bit to do in this third period if they're going to come back and steal a win here. On the near side, puck gets out and a chance. And then on-man rush. As that puck squirts out, a chance on goal, shoots, scores! Matteo Pellizzari right off the draw. Only 30 seconds into the game. Catches a break. And what we thought wasn't going to happen beats Corbin Watson. And exactly how you want to start the second period if you're Team BC. Just a nifty move, able to beat the outstretched arm of Corbin Watson, who just couldn't get the glove down in time. And we got a 2-1 hockey game.
Well, a little shimmy shake in on a partial breakaway, and beautiful move out front, Noah, and able to tuck that behind the outstretched blocker of Watson. And you're exactly right. All of a sudden, this is a 2-1 hockey game here with plenty of time to go in the third period.
So unlike the 2 games earlier, this one coming down to the wire, as Team Ontario now only leading by 1. We're going to get a hand pass, a violation, so the puck will come outside the Team Ontario zone. And we'll take another look at what a sweet goal that was. Pellizzari just beating the outstretched arm of Corbin Watson as the assistant captain for Team BC gets them on the board in this tournament. Here's the Team Ontario first goal scorer, Tyven Martin, trying to weave his way through traffic. Darnley loses out on the puck, but goes back to LaBrosse. And here comes BC on the near side. Rivard loses out, and Hillman will go in after it. He's stripped of the puck by Floyd. Darnley run into the boards. And Martin will scoop that one behind his own net. Trying to exit the zone, looking for Floyd on the near side. That pass disconnected. Martin loses one of his sticks and able to still control that puck with his glove. And able to flip it out into the neutral zone. Now a chance for Team Ontario. Stopa and Floyd, a miscommunication there as nobody picks up the puck. And Hartley the other way. He'll fire one well wide. And will bounce out to Stopa on the near side boards.
BC's just continued their strong play, and we got a delayed call coming. It's going to be on BC. Just as I say that, Noah, we're going to get a T-bone call here along the near side boards. But BC picking right up where they left off in period 2 as we take a look at this call down in the corner, and here we go in after it down low, and Stopa just gets right there is the hit coming through. So, and just like that, River's going to be head off for 2 or less, and Team O to the power play and see if they can restore their 2-goal lead.
So a chance to respond to that early goal in the third period for Pellizzari. So Clements, Tamburello, Calvert, Bags, and Swafford out for Team Ontario on this power play unit. And off the draw, Team BC comes away with the puck, but blocked in the neutral zone and cleared all the way down by Pellizzari. Watson out to play that puck, and he's going to ring it around the far side boards for Tamburello. Calvert's going to start this offensive zone entry, and offside at the offensive line was Swafford. And we got a down ref here. I believe Swafford might have come in contact with the referee on the near side boards, and he seems to be in some pain. So we'll get a quick stoppage in play as we'll take a look at kind of what happened on that near side, and the sled just coming into the side of the linesman. So trainer's going to come out to see if he's okay. He's still slow to get up.
He crashed in hard. I don't know if we have a second look at that, but it was a tough fall down on the near side by the linesman. And he's in a pretty good amount of pain down there. As the trainer out to take a look. Let's take a look at it. A referee play.
Yeah, not something you really think about, a referee injury here, but those sleds can cause some real damage, and right in the skate.
Right in that right ankle area, and got him pretty clean on. And that's a, I mean, it doesn't look like much, but that's coming at you at a pretty high speed, a pretty heavy chunk of metal right into your inner ankle, it looked like. And linesman still down in a lot of pain, and the trainer exactly working on that right ankle down there as we're in a little bit of a stoppage. Let's kind of preview as there he is back to his feet, but that's going to sting. Keep the boot on that and see if he can continue. As soon as he takes that off, that thing's going to blow up like a balloon, and we'll see if he can skate it off or if we're going to have to get another linesman to pop in and take over. Rest of the day looks a little bit like this. 3:30 Quebec Development against Manitoba. The first time we'll see Toba in this tournament. We've seen Quebec Development at a tough game against New Brunswick this morning. And then at 5:30, BC and Quebec will square off. So this BC team has one game off, and then they're right back on it. And then 7:30, Toba and New Brunswick rounds out our first day of this National Para Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne. So a busy day of hockey thus far. A great day of sledge hockey, and it looks to me like we're going to have to either roll with one linesman or get another one dressed up here and ready to roll, because now he's back into the penalty box area just down below us here, Noah, and he's still favoring that right leg.
So we'll see what the judgment call is here, whether, like you said, they'll continue with just the one linesman or see if he'll be okay. And an interesting thing to note, you talked about that 3:30 matchup, Quebec Development and Manitoba hasn't played a game yet in this tournament.
See if we got another linesman who's going to go here, but He can't put any weight hardly on that right ankle, and it looks like that's going to be it for the linesman, and that is not a great sign, something you never want to see. And he can hardly, again, he saw him skate off as he heads to the room. He can hardly put any weight on that right ankle, and I don't know if we have that replay once again that we can show. And for the viewers back home, it was just, Noah, it's so tough to avoid these linesmen and referees, and just got himself pinned along the near side boards right at the blue line for BC, and took that toe part of the sled right to his inner ankle on his right leg.
It's just really difficult, especially with these players, you know, on
here's another look at
their
it.
sleds here. As you take a look, just you can't turn tight enough to get around him, and just a really, really tough break.
It happened so fast too, and you saw the linesman turn to try and get out of the way, and he just could not, as he will be done for today. And now I think we're going to roll with 1-1 here for the time being. So we're back underway. Hockey will continue here in this third period, but now with one linesman.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too serious. And like you said, we'll continue with just the one linesman as we get back underway. 12 minutes left in this third period. On the far side, the Team BC goal scorer, Pellizzari's going to dump that one in deep. Clements trying to work this one out. Still a minute left on that Rivard power penalty in the power play for Team Ontario. Here's Tamburello. He gets knocked down. Trying to cut inside. And Cynic trying to clear that one out. And Tamburello, an excellent effort to try and keep that one in.
You're going to have an extra busy linesman now, too. He's got to watch both lines and both sides of the ice, and he's going to have a busy last 11 minutes here.
Swafford trying to get that one in deep. It's going to pop out for Clements, a chance here, and she gets knocked off the puck and iced all the way down. 20 seconds left in this Team Ontario power play, which hasn't really shown much for them these past 2 minutes. A great job by British Columbia on the penalty kill.
For a team that said that they're very young in this division, they're new to this tournament, and a team that's fairly young, and they're just happy to be here. They've played a heck of a game today, Noah.
They certainly have. They kept it very close. Now only a one-goal game after that Pellizzari goal. And looking to not stop there, trying to tie this one up. Now at even strength. Verburn. Run into by Mapes. Martin trying to hold it in on the near side, and Rivard's going to chase after it off out of the penalty box. Martin trying to get around the Team BC defender, and the other way, here comes Rivard. He just loses out. And Colton Martin will swing back and try and clear the zone, but turned over once again. Harrington on the near side. Trying to flip that one over to Halleck. It's going to go cross ice and down into the Team BC zone. Martin trying to flip that one in. Blocked at the blue line, and Halleck trying to help it on. Finally, Team Ontario gets that puck deep, and out to play it is Garrett behind his net. Rivard. A little bit of time coming through the neutral zone, trying to pick up some speed. We'll dump that puck in and get some changes for Team British Columbia. Bags a nice job to escape the hit, and starting a break now for Team Ontario. Topping plays that one forward to Floyd, who chases in after it. Trying to ring it around the board, shot it on his own goal. Garrett luckily there to make the save. Bags in front, can't get the pass. But will be kept in at the line by Calvert. A shot on goal blocked before it could reach Garrett, and a strong play there. And trying to get back up is Peggy Asinik. And what could have been a chance the other way is turned over by Titmarsh. Topping circles back. His pass is picked off by Rivard. He's going to loft that puck down in behind the Team Ontario goal. Centered in front. Peggy Asinik trying to get a shot off. He'll come back out to the near side boards, and Bags now a chance to get this puck out. He will. Stopa knocked off the puck. Bags picks up the loose play and will get it back from Floyd. And it's going to be whistled down for a hand pass. Floyd not happy about the call, saying he used his stick. But nonetheless will be a face-off just outside the Team Ontario zone. 7:33 left in this third period. A 2-1 para-hockey game. After, as you see on your screen, the goal scorer, Matteo Bellazzari, made this a one-goal affair. Here he is now entering the Team Ontario zone. He'll spin back, looking for the pass to the middle, and the touch there from Hurst just skips wide of the goal. Martin looking for the outlet pass, will be tipped into the Team BC zone. In after it is Mapes. Tamburello. Bellazzari trying to gain some speed through the neutral zone. Swafford in on the back check. Able to get past Martin. A chance now to shoot in the line. Slide and just wide. Looking for that top right corner. Almost picking it over top of Corbin Watson. Drops it off Hurst, who gets it back. Trying to go to the point. Mapes will swing that puck to the near side, and Swafford gonna try and get that one deep. Gets it stuck in between his sled. And just trying to hold possession now, and will score it out for Mapes. Off the bench, racing in after it is Hartley. Martin will skip it over to Swafford. And a chance, trying to go short side, was Mitchell, and just wide of the net. Mapes, some time in the neutral zone, is going to drop that one off for Hartley, tries to get it in deep. He'll lose out. And Hurst will just get it across the Team Ontario blue line. Calvert and Hartley battling for it on the near side. Verburn now off the near side boards, trying to gain entry into the British Columbia zone. He squeezed off the puck. Calvert comes in to help and rings that one around. Bags trying to keep it in at the blue line. Harrington will help him out. 5 minutes remaining in this third period. That one going to score it out for Halleck in the high slot. A chance to shoot. She does. Blocked in front. And BC will escape their zone.
Getting into the dying minutes here of this third period. A slim 2-1 Timo lead. See if BC has any kind of pushback here. And like you mentioned, Noel, the first two games kind of blowouts. This one coming right down to the wire here. And BC's really been the better team in the last two periods.
Calvert trying to look for Verburn on the near side. That one gloved down by Patrick Asinik. Alec knocked off the puck. The Cynic run into the boards by Calvert. Trying to get that puck loose. Hartley will come in for support. And it'll pop out for Verburn, who will cycle this one back behind his own goal. Harrington loses on the far side. A turnover in the Team Ontario zone. A chance in front, blocked. And the puck's going to squirt down into the corner, and Halleck will pick it up now and send it down. Verburn's going to chase in after it. Getting there first is LaBrosse. Rivard over, skates it, but we'll get it back. And we got a delayed penalty. It's going to go against Topping and Team Ontario.
This is going to get
trying to get off. Mitchell Garrett will try and get the extra attacker a chance. And loses out, but will put Team British Columbia on their first power play of this third period, as Topping will go off as we take a look at what transpired.
It's that little skirmish we saw at center ice, Noah, and yeah, got him right in between the crosshairs there, and it's a penalty every time there's a side view of it. Bang, right there, the official right there to see it. 2 for T-Bone, and with 2:58 left in this game and a 2-1 T-Mo lead, now to the power play goes Team BC, and we'll see here. This could get interesting in this game 3 of this tournament.
So less than 3 minutes left in this third. 2 of it, or possibly less, will be spent on the power play for Team BC. A shot on, stopped by Watson, and he's going to try and clear, but kept in well at the line by Rivard. On the near side, stripped of the puck was Pellizzari. A shot near side, trying to go over the shoulder of Corbin Watson, but able to get the blocker up and make an excellent save to keep this at a 1-goal game. Swung around the boards and picked up on the far hash by Rivard. He's bumped into the boards by Colton Martin. Trying to kill some time here, only 1:20 left in that penalty to Topping. Chance in front, trying to get the shot off, can't. And will pop out to Hurst at the blue line. Pellizzari knocked off the puck. And now Swafford a chance to clear, and he will.
Much better look at the man advantage for BC here.
Less than a minute remaining in that Topping penalty. And Tyven Martin's going to fire that one to the far side, picked up by Hurst in the neutral zone. Near side looking.
There goes the goaltender
for Patrick Asinik, and like you said, Alec, Garrett trying to get off and get that extra attacker. Hurst will keep that puck in at the blue line. Watson's going to cover that up for a face-off. 26 left on the power play for Team BC. They'll have 6 attackers against 4. With Garrett now on the bench. So an empty net for Team BC. A last Hail Mary, down 2-1. And British Columbia is going to call a timeout here and try and set something up off this offensive zone face-off.
Also, this is a good timeout called here by Team BC. And again, 30 seconds on the clock. See what they can drop. They're going to have just under 30 seconds of 6-on-4 action. They need a face-off win down in the zone. And again, for Team Ontario, they've just kind of been holding on to this game thus far, and they've needed Corbin Watson to be their best player here today, and he's been their best player, and it's a big reason why this is only a 2-1 game, as that'll do it for the timeout. So we'll see what BC draws up. But again, empty cage for Team BC, looking to tie this game and see what they can do. They got their best 6 out there. A minute 24 to go. They'll stay on the advantage for the rest of this hockey game.
And like you said, Alec, Team Ontario just struggling offensively ever since those 2 goals in the first period, it's been dominated mostly by British Columbia.
We thought Timo was going to run away with this hockey game.
We thought very wrong, as it's been very, very close ever since that 2-goal lead, and that puck's going to be sent all the way down. And because BC still on the power play, no icing will be called.
They didn't get the face-off win. That was their biggest face-off here. Now they almost turn it over in their own end.
A chance now to break out. Rivard with it, trying to find that pass. It skips over the stick of Pellizzari and sent all the way back down. Now the 5th player on for Team Ontario, topping out of the penalty box.
Time of the essence becoming here for Team BC.
Less than 50 seconds here in the 3rd period. The last chance to secure a tie here for British Columbia. Trying to keep it in at the blue line. It just gives past Swafford. Now a chance to fire it on the open goal. Just wide. Topping's going to get there first, but icing called. So a chance for Swafford to find the open cage. And some yelling
They called icing
from the Team British Columbia bench. And what I thought was called icing, we heard the whistle on the ice.
They blew the whistle down.
Yet it looks like Topping had put the puck in the net afterwards. So
we've got 2 linesmen back out there. We should have mentioned as well, Noah, that the far linesman blew the whistle. It was blown down. He had his arm up. This should be not a goal. They did blow it down. Again, miscommunication between the linesmen.
And all players stopped moving because they heard the whistle as well for icing, and that's what they're going to call. It's going to go all the way back down to the Team Ontario zone.
I don't know if we have a look.
What an interesting play.
It was very, very strange. Credit to Team Ontario for not giving up on it, but again, that play was fired from this half of center, and it was clearly an icing call. Weird kind of swing of events, and the coach for BC had every right to be frustrated.
Huge face-off win by Tamburello in his own zone. 25 seconds left for British Columbia. Fired in front of the net, nobody there. And a race forward in the corner, trying to get it is Hartley. Tamburello wins that race, and she's going to try and kill time, holding that puck underneath his sled. You can hear the Team Ontario bench rallying their players to keep that puck, and it's going to go back down behind Corbin Watson, and that's going to do it. So Team Ontario squeaks away a win in their first game, as Team British Columbia put up a fight, but wasn't quite enough. So the local province will start their tournament 1-0. And British Columbia just coming up short in this one.
What an effort from the team from BC. And again, Noel, we guessed very wrong. And we thought Team Ontario was about to run away with this hockey game early in the first period when they were up 2-0. That was absolutely not the case. How about the battle from this BC squad? They were excellent through the last 2 periods, but not as excellent as Corbin Watson was throughout this whole entire game. And again, he was asked to be Canada's Team Ontario's best player. He was Team Ontario's best player, save on save, and especially in that second period when they had so many penalties, this guy was unreal in between the pipes for Team Ontario. Watson, the reason why it's a 2-1 win for Team O. And hey, if you're BC, you build off this. You take the positives into this tournament, because I tell you what, Noah, there's a lot of positives for Team BC to take out of this first game.
There certainly was, and that goal from Matteo Pellizzari kind of changed the whole face of the game in that 3rd period, and BC were on the front foot and were looking like they were able to create enough chances to maybe tie this game up, but it really came down to Corbin Watson in goal and those saves in that game that kept the lead for Team Ontario. And it wasn't pretty, but a 2-1 win nonetheless for Team O.
Well, Watson's going to be a problem in this tournament for a lot of teams, and he saw a lot of rubber in this one, and he was excellent. Watson, definitely our player of the game if we want to give one out. And again, like BC for them, just a tremendous effort from the BC side as we start to look at some replays here. And we talked about that goal right off the bounce, and that's an excellent way to open the third period for a BC team who was stumped through 2 periods of play, and then some big hits started to fly. We saw Team Ontario get into some penalty trouble, and they were able to kind of work their way through that second period, Noah, and survive on it. And then let's talk about Mr. Corbin Watson in between the pipes, because this kid was outstanding, and that puck had a vision right for the top corner, able to get that shoulder up on it and keep it out. And that's where we end. We're through 3 here in this, Noah, and we got another great matchup coming up next.
The 3:30 game this afternoon, Quebec Development, who we've seen already in this game, lost a tough one against New Brunswick. Will face off against Manitoba, who we've yet to see this tournament. We'll be back for that in about 45 minutes, but for now, I'm Noel Vogel, he's Alec Murray. Team Ontario wins 2-1 over British Columbia.
Ready for this, ready to take chances. Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? It's time to storm the fortress. It's time to fight on the battlefield. Are you made for greatness? Writing history? Are you ready for this?